need me to walk you home, Ida?
Oh, it's only 1 block. I'll be fine.
All right.
Good night, Irving.
Huh? Come on,
Please
hand it over.
don't hurt me.
Come on, hand it.
I'm not playing around, old lady. Just give me the push.
Are you all right, man? Just a friend.
Lucasfilm, Atom Films, and Sci-Fi present the first ever Star Wars Fan Film Awards, hosted by Kevin Smith. Sunday at 8 p.m. Only on Sci-Fi.
I can't believe I waited so long to ask my doctor. It was just a couple of toenails, except they were all thick like and yellow.
I tried treating it myself from the outside. Nothing worked. So finally I just asked him. You know what he told me? It's an infection.
An infection? One that lives deep inside and under the nail.
He told me about Lamisil tablets. It's a prescription medicine that treats it deep in there where the infection lives. Not just on the surface. Nails it from the inside out. And it's the #1 prescription for this infection.
After 3 months of treatment, I saw clear nails starting to grow.
I saved $5 just by calling for this free kit.
Lamisil isn't for people with liver or kidney problems. Rarely, serious side effects on the liver or serious skin reactions have occurred, so your doctor may do blood tests. Other side effects, including headache, diarrhea, indigestion, and rash, were generally mild.
Hey, you can't treat this yourself from the outside. You gotta see the doctor and ask him if Lamisil tablets are right for you.
Lamisil tablets. Call now for your free kit and $5 savings.
Yeah, he's in a hurry to get home. He's been all digital with Cox.
Internet, phone, and cable?
Uh-huh.
Play through!
Get Cox high-speed internet for as low as $24.95 per month and self-connect for free. Call Cox for details, 1-800-234-2100.
This is not the proper way to recycle your refrigerator. Instead, get paid to recycle your old working refrigerator, freezer, or room air conditioner and save on your electric bill. Typically, an old refrigerator uses twice as much energy as a newer model. This program ends soon and is offered to residential San Diego gas and electric customers. To find out if you qualify for recycling of your old working refrigerator or room air conditioner and to receive a check for $50 or $25, call 800-599-5795.
What have you got for us?
Planet Earth is going to be smacked, soaked, searched, and stomped on 4 hours a night. 4 nights in a row.
It's definitely gonna hit us!
Remain indoors.
6 down and dirty movies celebrating Mother Earth, sort of. Global Warning continues with Asteroid Parts 1 and 2. Tonight, starting at 7 on Sci-Fi.
And you won't have any trouble picking up ghosts?
This baby scans a wide spectrum. If there's any phantasm in NYC, it's gonna pick it up.
I just spent half an hour trapped in a subway car underneath 8th Avenue. Standing room only.
Come to New York for the excitement, stay for all the interesting smells.
Yes, subway cars always break down in New York when there's a heat wave. Tuck B, that's just universal rules.
I miss anything?
No, Donald hasn't even gotten in yet. You know how he likes to come in late, screaming, makes him feel important.
Yeah, Wes is giving me a hand with my cover story. Got this anonymous tip about this ghost who takes a cab from downtown to a former porn theater on 42nd Street, renovated by Disney.
Yeah, you know the type. They used to play Debbie Does Dallas, but now they play Dumbo.
He shows up at 4:30 sharp every afternoon. My friend Abdul is going to lend me his cab, and I'm going to get the interview. Wes here is going to hook me up with the video.
Yeah, it's kind of like taxi cab confessions, but instead of the hookers, we talk to recently deceased people.
Well, that sounds delightful.
Apologies for the air conditioning breakdown. They're promising to fix it soon, so let's make this quick, people. The paranormal was working overtime this weekend, so we have our work cut out for us, people. This is my #1 priority.
When it's hot, New Yorkers get tense, but some still have time to do a good deed or two. I'd like you to meet Ida Jacobs, a longtime viewer who's had a close encounter with her own personal Good Samaritan. Ida, say hi to America.
Oh, thank you, Wayne. I'm so glad to be here. I just love your show.
Well, thank you, Ida. Now, we understand you have a story for us here at Morning Latte.
I do. I was walking home from the grocery store one night when I was attacked by a horrible man. He pulled a gun, and then a stranger appeared and saved me. And
well, it's nice to hear there's still some heroes in New York.
And then he flew away.
What's that, honey?
Well, the man who saved me, he was like an angel. He flew away.
Isn't that sweet? And for that moment, he really was your angel. Next up.
Oh, whoosh! And like a superhero. And he wore a costume like one, too.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today, Ida. After this commercial break, we'll be back with more Morning Latte.
Grace, I want an interview with him.
With Wayne Lamar?
No, with the superhero.
Oh, come on, Donald. I mean, isn't that a little bit childish?
Temperature is up. Crime is up. This is exactly the kind of story New Yorkers are looking to read, not to mention the sales boost we're going to have.
I signed up at the Chronicle to write the truth about the paranormal, not fantasy fulfillment stories.
You don't want to write about a superhero?
No.
I'll give it to Tucker.
Fine.
What's the deadline?
You get me the interview by Wednesday, Burns, and I'll give you the cover.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You promised to give me the cover for my ghost piece.
I changed my mind. That's why I offered you the superhero piece first. You refused it. You do your ghost piece, and if I like it, we'll talk about the cover for next week.
I'm gonna get you that interview by tonight.
Donald, I've got the air conditioning guy on the phone. It's been a long time since I dated anyone that spoke Creole, but I think he's pissed.
Jacques Laveau. A Haitian voodoo priest. He's a little sensitive, but he knows his way around an evaporator coil like no one else. Okay, people, that's it.
I don't know. I mean, I was never really into comics. I was into hockey. You know, Daryl Sittler, Guy Lafleur. It's a great one. Those guys are my heroes.
Yeah, man, well, when I was a kid, I was fat, bored, and liked to imagine a world where guys who picked on you got the crap beaten out of them by men in tights with a higher sense of justice.
Face it, boys. The only people running around this city in tights looking for trouble are hookers. Which reminds me, you're going to meet me downtown to hook up that cab, right?
No doubt.
All right. Check you later.
All right. You ready to go visit, what's her name?
That's Ida Jacobson, I-D-A, and the last name.
We got it. Now, is there anything more you'd like to tell us about the superhero?
Oh, he was so handsome and strong, like an angel.
Right, you've mentioned that too.
And he was such a good boy. Whoever raised him did it right. I'd like to thank his mother.
Well, you know, in all likelihood, he was probably an orphan and separated from his parents at some young age.
Oh, the poor thing.
Oh, well, you know, it happens to all superheroes. Dealing with an early loss often helps them develop their heightened sense of justice.
Right. So, as I was saying...
Tell me something, Mrs. Jacobson. Did you happen to notice if the hero had some sort of emblem on his costume?
Yes, I believe there was.
Okay, now, was it a letter or was it perhaps some kind of symbol of some kind?
A lightning bolt, yes. How did you know?
Yeah, well, you know, that's classic hero iconography.
Yes. So, as I was saying...
Tell me something, Mrs. Jacobson. Now, was it above his left pectoral or was it centered on the chest?
It was centered.
And maybe there was a similar kind of emblem somewhere else on his outfit,
Yes, on his belt buckle. Goodness, you know a lot about these hero types, don't you?
Okay, the way I figure it is we have a classic hero's abandonment complex, probably late onset of powers, likely post-pubescent, you know, long after a sense of right and wrong has been developed. What?
What was up with you back there? I mean, I could barely get a word in edgewise.
Now, is it my fault that you know nothing about superheroes?
I know some things.
Oh, yeah? What was Spider-Man, Marvel or DC?
DC.
Wrong, Marvel, puckhead. Look, Tuck, all I'm saying is that you could benefit from a little research.
Okay.
See, but it's cool, though, because we boys, see? I'm just the man to show you.
Puckhead.
Well, this is most of it. Had to put it in my parents' garage after the floor of my apartment started to sink in. Yeah, they're always bugging me to get rid of them.
Where are your folks?
I don't know, some convention.
Wow. How many comics do you have here?
I don't know. I stopped counting at 3,000. All right. You know, the myth of the superhero is a lot older than you think. All right, the Jews of Eastern Europe, they got their butts kicked from Mesopotamia to Vladivostok. So they created the story of a creature, the golem, who would protect them and kick ass in the name of justice. Jerry Siegel and Joel Shuster, the guys who created Superman, they were just a couple of Jewish kids raised on stories of the golem, looking for a way to express it in America. Ah, look at this baby right here. Yeah. It's a reprint, Action Comics #1. That's where it all began, baby. First appearance of Superman. It's golden age good stuff right here. Read it when I was a kid, made me want to be a hero.
Oh, hey, Batman. I don't need to read this one. I watched the TV show when I was a kid.
Man, that's Frank Miller's Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Don't make me hurt you, Tuck B.
Hey, Wes. Isn't Grace expecting you downtown soon?
Oh, that's right.
Hey, Grace, the video's good to go. You set?
Yeah, I think so. What time do you have?
1:29. Hey, you got any idea specifically what we're looking for?
Well, eyewitness accounts say the ghost is a handsome man. And he is dressed in a suit. He always appears on Chambers Street, and he always wants to go to the exact same location on West 42nd Street. Oh, man, I got a light. Hold up, buddy.
Canal and Varick, please. Oh, and can you take the West Side Highway?
Yeah.
There's less traffic right now.
Hey, Grace, is that the ghost?
No, false alarm.
Aren't you gonna turn the meter on?
Oh, yeah.
This is TV's Wayne Lamar, reminding you that if you don't want to spill your morning latte, then you'd better buckle up.
Open the door!
I can't!
All right. It's cool out. It's cool out. I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna push you.
Mister! Are you okay? Where'd he go?
All right. Okay, great. Just calm down. I'm gonna go find something to bust through this window, all right?
Okay.
Stay right there. Your face, all right? Go inside the hole, mess up your face. All right.
Stand back. All right. Okay.
Wes, don't go!
Hang on, Grace. It's okay. It's okay. You all right, miss?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
What happened to me in the Iraqi desert was just the beginning.
There is no treatment.
Yet here you are.
Now I've been recruited for a new war.
We need a special investigator on cases involving criminal abuses of science.
But I'm not sure who I'm really fighting for.
I don't know who you are anymore.
From the producer of The X-Files and 24, Strange World, a sci-fi original series. Friday at 8 on Sci-Fi.
I'm home. Hello. I'm... Yeah, I'm home.
Come home to a little taste of the country. Shed Spread Country Crock.
Oh, man, you again?
Friend, now that you have Eastwood Insurance, I'll be with you wherever you go.
Great.
Why, yes it is. Eastwood has the coverage you need at unbeatable savings.
I know. 10,000 new drivers choose Eastwood every month.
And shouldn't you? For rates as low as $39 a month, call 1-800-468-LESS for Eastwood Insurance. And don't get in the car without us.
You don't date much, do you?
Now is the best time to join America Online.
AOL is very easy to use.
Anyone can do it.
You've got mail. I love AOL email.
Click and send. Everybody I know is on AOL.
I do feel good knowing that AOL has parental controls.
And if you want high-speed service, America Online has it for you. AOL makes broadband easy.
Being on the phone and AOL all at the same time.
With the broadband, everything is so much faster.
It's the best thing we ever did.
Welcome.
AOL keeps getting better and better.
America Online, so easy to use, no wonder it's #1. Call 1-800-4ONLINE.
You know when you're not feeling like yourself. You're tired all the time. You may feel sad, hopeless, and lose interest in things you once loved. You may feel anxious, can't even sleep. Your daily activities and relationships suffer. You know when you just don't feel right. Now here's something you may not know. These are some symptoms of depression, a serious medical condition affecting over 20 million Americans. While the cause is unknown, depression may be related to an imbalance of naturally occurring chemicals between nerve cells in the brain. Zoloft, a prescription medicine, works to correct this imbalance. When you know more about what's wrong, you can help make it right. Only your doctor can diagnose depression. Zoloft is not for everyone. People taking medicines called MAOI shouldn't take Zoloft. Side effects may include dry mouth, insomnia, sexual side effects, diarrhea, nausea, and sleepiness. Zoloft is not habit-forming. Talk to your doctor about Zoloft, the #1 prescribed brand of its kind. Zoloft. When you know more about what's wrong, you can help make it right.
Fact. Food that sticks to your ribs also sticks to your kitchen. Fact. Introducing Lysol Heavy Duty Wipes. Better than other wipes because they have a scrub side to remove even the toughest stains. Life demands Lysol. That's a fact.
Okay. I'm officially pulling Grace from her ghost story. I want you all to work on this. We've got a picture of this guy's secret identity. Now we need to see him changing into a superhero.
Oh, I can do a sidebar. How the superhero saved my life.
Okay, now you're talking. And what about you, Burns? Any leads?
Still researching, but frankly, I'm a bit skeptical about all this, Donald.
What a surprise.
I mean, why now? Where has this superhero been before all of this?
Okay, but just don't get too far off track. And, Wes, try to get some pictures next time. That's the only thing we really need to sell this piece.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Big D, I'm all over it, all right? The superhero is not gonna pass my lens again without me getting the shot, baby.
I trust you, I believe you.
Good game. Donald's right, you know? I mean, that was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't believe I didn't even pull a shutter on that bad boy.
Well, come on, Wes. We're both a little bit distracted.
What's with the giggles from the girl who just yesterday didn't believe in heroes?
Oh, come on. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to be a little bit open-minded, you know? Besides, a superhero is such a total hottie. I mean, I'd rather chase him than a porn-sniffing ghost any day.
Yeah? Well, that's good because I snooped around the cab after the superhero left, and I found this. Breaking 2, baby. Electric Boogaloo. Can you believe somebody would leave this behind? It's in good shape, too. Yeah, but more importantly, found these matches. Maybe it'll lead us to the superhero.
Hey, Grace. I've got a very angry Pakistani man on the line. Says you sabotaged his cab.
Oh, Abdul. Tell him I left. Bye. Go.
Hey, you ain't going by yourself.
I realize that she may have destroyed your cab, but she isn't in. And as I'm the only person
I'll go to the
going to give
archives.
a message to her, I suggest you treat me a little more civil. Understand, punk?
Every time the air conditioning breaks down up there, the temperature drops down here. You want a sweater?
Thanks, Al. You know, it's not like the psychology of these superheroes is anything close to heroic. I mean, I've read hundreds of these books now, and they're all the same. They're psycho.
What are you talking about? Batman isn't psycho. He's cool.
Are you kidding? I mean, dressing up in tights, beating up on petty criminals, and telling them to call you stupendous man or whatever. These aren't exactly the signs of a healthy mind.
Well, I happen to like Batman, okay? Because he lives in a bat cave. I can kind of relate.
Listen, all superheroes do is sell the fantasy of vigilante justice to a readership comprised primarily of people who've been treated badly or picked on in their real life.
Oh, hang on a minute. Here's something. Well, this could explain where our superhero has been before now. There was an article in the Chronicle about a year or so back about this kid in Queens who claimed that a flying man helped him rescue his kitten from a tree. Promising?
Give me the address.
Damn. Looks like a crunch gym exploded in this place.
Dan is right. You think they might hire an ugly sister once in a while? Yo, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, no, hold on.
What? I'm just trying to back up. You don't want him to see you. I'm here for it. But I know. You want your He's there. He's there. Hello. You skipped out on your fare yesterday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, no games. We know your secret.
Yes, we do.
Please, just keep it down.
Well, we're reporters, and we want to do an exclusive with you. We promise we won't expose your secret identity. We just want to do an interview.
I can't talk about that stuff here. I get off in a couple hours. Meet me back at my apartment. I'll tell you everything. But promise me my name will be kept out of this.
Oh, you have our word.
Good for you. Hey, all right then. Hey, we'll speak to you later, Walter.
Yeah, of course I remember. Did I look retarded to you? Says he was stuck up in that tree over there. He doesn't like strangers. So anyways, I was gonna call the fire department. But this creepy-ass guy comes around the corner like he's been watching from the alley all along. And I'm like, who's this guy? Because my mom told me to watch out for child molesters and all. This guy was wearing like an old cheap Kmart Halloween costume.
A superhero costume?
Yeah, but cheesy. So he's all, look at your cat down. And I'm like, yeah, right. And then he like flew up into the air.
He flew?
Yeah, he flew. What, are you retarded? Only he didn't fly like Superman or nothing. He was kind of shaky, wobbling back and forth and stuff. Like he didn't know what he was doing. So he grabs Sassy, only Sassy doesn't like to be touched, right? She scratches him, and he loses his balance or something. Falls like 10 feet.
So he flew, and then he fell.
And the guy was all embarrassed, so he goes running off. And I'm like, aren't superheroes supposed to fly away or something? What a dork.
I can't believe it. Can you believe it? An interview with a real life superhero. This is hot.
Yeah? Looks like Sony's got a little crush.
I ain't got no crush. I mean, I'm just saying, this particular assignment happens to coincide with all of my childhood obsessions and my dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like a heterosexual crush.
So why are you putting all that makeup on, Grace? You know, you might like men's.
Hello? Walter? Sir? This is apartment 4F, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this. Hey, Walter.
Walter? Wes?
What?
He's got my name and my phone number written down. I sure as hell didn't give it to him. Lights are out.
All right. I'm gonna go up in there. Right back.
What?
Just a lamp.
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, opens in 10 days. To celebrate, join Lucasfilm, Atom Films, and Sci-Fi for the first ever Star Wars Fan Film Awards, a showcase of short movies made by fanatic fans turned filmmakers. Culminating with a George Lucas Selects Award, we're rewarding Star Wars fans for what they do best, loving Star Wars. Join host Kevin Smith for the Star Wars Fan Film Awards, Sunday at 8 p.m. Only on Sci-Fi.
May the shorts be with you.
This week at sci-fi.com, learn about abductions, aliens, and UFOs at our UFOlogy Center. Read our review of the Spider-Man movie and cast your vote in our Spider-Man poll. This week at sci-fi.com.
After high school, I didn't know what to do with my future. And that's why I think going to ITT Tech was a good choice. I was the first person to graduate in my family, and as a matter of fact, I was the first one to graduate from high school. And even before I graduated, I had my first job offer. And now I'm living the lifestyle that I've always dreamed of. I work in the telecommunications industry. I showed all the people that I did it. I did it
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-942-0088 or visit us on the web. Get an education that can help you reach your goals. ITT Tech has information on financial aid programs for those who qualify. Call 1-800-942-0088 today.
Try to get a dent out of your car, and you'll end up with a huge dent in your wallet. Introducing Twist-A-Dent by Ding King. It's the do-it-yourself dent and ding remover with professional results. Simply apply this special bonding agent to the super strong dent puller and place it firmly in the middle of the dent. Now, fit the pulling bridge over it and twist on this special wing nut. It's like dialing the dent away. You have to see it to believe it. Like magic, the dent is gone. Use a drop of this solvent to wipe away the bonding agent. And look, your car is like new again. You can't even tell it was ever dented.
They have got to be kidding. The body shop wanted to charge me hundreds of dollars just to take out a few dings. And I did it myself in just a few minutes with Twist-A-Dent.
This dent is a doozy, but don't pay a fortune to have it removed. And why risk a higher insurance rate? Not when you can remove it so easily with Twist-A-Dent. Just turn the wing nut and watch that awful dent disappear right before your eyes. It's gone in practically no time.
Who could have believed that fixing a dent could have been so easy? And it hardly took any time at all. Twist-A-Dent, it's great.
Big dent? What dent? Now you see it, now you don't. Twist-A-Dent works on any finish, on all these makes and models. You get the electric bonding applicator, the special bonding agents, 2 different dent pullers, the pulling bridge, the special wing nut. Everything you need, all for only $29.95. And listen, use the Twist-A-Dent on your toughest dents. If it doesn't save you hundreds, even thousands of dollars, return it for a prompt refund. So don't delay. Order your Twist-A-Dent now.
To order your Twist-A-Dent for only $29.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling, call 1-800-380-9353 or send check or money order to Twist-A-Dent, 2 Morgan Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut. But for fastest delivery, have your credit card ready and call now 1-800-380-9353.
Like I said, he was a witness we were interested in interviewing for a story.
Right, a story about superheroes.
Yeah, superheroes. Isn't that funny? It's right next to Elvis and UFO abductions.
I'll be right back. Why don't you two wait here for a moment, okay?
Jake.
Oh, Wes.
I think they're not telling us everything they know. And these guys are turning up on way too many bodies for me to feel comfortable. How long do you think we can detain them, Phil?
Yeah, that's the question we'd all like the answer to, Detective.
Burns, how awfully convenient of you to show up. I hear you're dating that New York Times reporter, Kristen Martin. Nice girl.
Yeah, she is, and that's none of your business. I'm just here to make sure my friends are doing all right. Unless you want to deal with my lawyer again.
They're inside. You know, I think it's time we found out what's really going on at that newspaper.
I can't believe he's dead. I mean, it makes no sense, man. Who would want to kill a superhero?
How would he get past his superpowers in the first place?
Well, it might make sense with what I just found out. Our superhero could barely fly a year ago.
Well, you know, superheroes, they all have some weird, inconvenient weakness. You know, Superman had kryptonite. The Green Lantern couldn't stand the color yellow. Don't even get me started talking about Iron Man. I mean, my man's suit lost power so much you think he got his electricity from California. But whoever killed him, they must have figured out what our guy's weakness was.
Why are you all still here in the office? Aren't you supposed to be getting me the interview of the century?
Donald, the superhero is dead. He's been murdered.
We were just discussing how to cover the murder investigation.
I'm sorry. Were you all smoking something last night that caused your IQs to be lowered precipitously?
Donald, we're telling you the truth. The superhero is dead.
He's dead.
I'm standing here in northern New Jersey at the site of an accident on a bridge over a ravine in the Palisades. Also, a number of young campers sustained serious injuries. According to eyewitness accounts, the so-called flying man was able to keep the bus from careening over the side. Though reports are sketchy, New Yorkers have embraced this
need I say, move it!
The wheel just suddenly jerked out of my hands and we smashed through the rail.
So you lost control?
It was almost like somebody else was suddenly driving the bus.
Hey, you okay?
No, I'm not okay, man. I was just nearly killed, man. I just lost my digital camera.
All right, cameras can be replaced. It's like you didn't go over.
No, Tuck, you understand, man? I was just leaning over the rail, man, and it just gave way.
Well, a bus did just run into it.
No! Look at this. What is... Pete, somebody cut these bolts.
Okay. All right. The bus goes out of control for no reason, veering into a railing.
A railing that was rigged to give way, man. Thank God the superhero was here.
Hello? Grace? You and Sal found what?
Check this out. Grace and I were scanning the internet, and we found this.
Walter, the handsome man, was an actor.
He did a spot for the DeVries Dental Hygienist School.
Hey, I remember those ads. Thanks, DeVries. Now I can clean teeth for a living.
And not only that, we have film of his final role. Hold on a sec. This is the interesting part.
That's Walter.
He was the mother? I thought he was the superhero.
Obviously, we were wrong about that.
So he's been around twice when the hero's been sighted, and then he was murdered.
Actors play more than one role. That's why they hire them. Sal, you got the video from the cab?
Yeah.
See that glitch?
Yeah, simple wave interference.
What's that mean?
Well, I ran the sound on this tape through a spectrographic analysis. That glitch was caused by a burst of radio energy from someplace nearby. Most likely, a detonator signal.
A detonator?
He blew the tire. And he cut the brake lines. I mean, Abdul was right. The cab was sabotaged by Walter.
But why would he do it while he was inside the cab? I mean, he could have killed himself.
He was wearing a seatbelt, and he gave very specific instructions about where to go and exactly how to get there.
But gee, that means he must have known exactly where he wanted you to crash.
Okay, let's just look at what we have here. Okay, someone hired him to mug an old lady and to sabotage a cab. He's killed. And then someone else nearly sends a bus over a bridge, cutting the bolts on the guardrail so it'll give way. Now, who would do this?
Captain Vigilant.
Ooh.
Captain Vigilant. Right, he had a big following in the mid-'80s, and then the comic market crashed. Specialty stores, they had a hard time selling their issues, and now they're 10 cents a pop. But check this out. Here in his origin issue, saves a cat from a tree. And over here, stops a mugging. And over here, he rescues people who were in a cab that crashed on Hudson Street. And lastly, Captain Vigilant arrives just as a school bus careens off the edge of a bridge. Huh? Superheroes staging these incidents, you guys. All right, and he's taking them straight out of the comics.
Why would a superhero stage anything? I mean, why would he go to all that trouble?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I can tell you this much. If he's gone this far, who knows if he's gonna stop?
What are you talking about?
Well, he's been going in chronological order, right? With each one bigger than the last. Next one up. Issue 23.
He's gonna set off a bomb?
Hey, I don't know, but in the comic Captain Vigilant, he didn't get there in time. You know, he saved some workers, but he didn't save everybody. People are going to die.
you got for us?
Planet Earth is going to be smacked, soaked, searched, then stomped on. 4 hours a night. 4 nights in a row.
It's definitely gonna hit us!
Remain indoors.
6 down and dirty movies celebrating Mother Earth, sort of. Global Warning continues with Asteroid Parts 1 and 2. Tonight, starting at 7 on Sci-Fi.
From the producer of The X-Files and 24, Strange World, a Sci-Fi original series. Friday at 8 on Sci-Fi.
Today, Italian.
Sir?
Oh, what is it?
I think most of us are in the mood for Chinese.
No, we're doing Italian.
I feel like steak.
How about Mexican?
Nope. How about pasta? Pasta is Italian.
Oh. Hey, let's all do whatever we feel like.
The Fridays take on menus, steak, Asian, Southwestern, or Italian, like our new chicken bruschetta pasta. Eat what you love where you eat at Fridays.
Any grill can cook a steak, but can it handle a pancake? The Big Easy can. From Charbroil, keepers of the flame.
When you think of Italy, you think of things like cars that think they can fly. The latest fashions. You girls appreciate great taste. Want to go to Subway? Italy. That's where Subway came up with the idea for the new roasted garlic on Italian. Come on.
Our new roasted garlic on Italian is delicious. We start with classic Italian bread, sprinkle roasted garlic, and select spices on top, and bake it all together. It's one of Subway's 2 new gourmet breads.
Maybe in your next lifetime, guys.
Subway! These babies are not models. They were conceived using the Clear Plan Easy Fertility Monitor. It unmistakably tells you more fertile days each cycle than any leading method, so you have the best chance to get pregnant. Clear Plan, clear results.
You're a busy man. Busy. No time for paying bills. All the grueling check writing, the exhausting trek to the mailbox. What you need, busy friend, is Easy Pay from Cox. Now, pay your monthly Cox bill directly through your bank account or credit card. It's automatic, secure, and effortless, so you can focus on the important issues. Visit Cox.com or call us to sign up for Easy Pay.
So you just got digital cable and all the movie channels, plus Animal Planet, Food Network, Game Show Network. I can see your reluctance to tear yourself away from the TV, but you realize I'm gonna have to charge you big time for this house call.
No problem.
Spit this.
Could summon Captain Vigilant with a big light in the sky.
Yeah, but we still need to find a clue to his secret identity. I mean, some way to connect him to Walter.
Wait, hold on, Sal. Say that again?
I checked the phone records at Walter's apartment. Most of the calls he made were either to co-workers or to relatives. But there were 1 or 2 calls to a midtown comic book shop. He was registered under the name Stephen Stark. The shop is called Astro City Comics.
Astro City Comics?
Astro City Comics, yep, been there. Comic heads only. It's a great place. On the way.
All right, thanks, Sal. Hello? Hello?
This place is hot, right?
Anybody here?
Looks like no one's around.
Hello?
Oh, I don't have that one. That's hot.
Hey, Tucker.
Wes, we're gonna check out this back room. I mean, if Starks is our superhero, maybe there's some evidence back here.
All right, then. I got your lookout.
Hey, we're working, not reading.
I'm working too. Working on my collection.
This is Stark.
Huh. Sure looks like a superhero.
Oh, he sure likes to take pictures of himself. All right, there's got to be something more here. Oh, Lordy.
Hey. Steve Stark?
No, just missed him.
Hey, man, wait a second.
Can I help you?
Yeah, man, I was just wondering if you guys had, first printings of Powers, #1?
Yeah, we might have some in our back issues.
I think we found our man.
What is it about psychopaths that draw them to collage art?
Chronicle articles mixed up in here, and a bunch of pictures of reporters, and oh my God.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Oh, he must have been targeting you. I mean, he wanted to be famous, so he focused on somebody who could help him out.
My God. My ghost story. It was a setup from the very beginning. I mean, they just wanted to put me in a place where they would be able to stage another one of his stupid rescues.
I learned the word proverbial from comic books. You know, Frank Miller, Alan Moore, Scott McCloud. Oof, you name them, I dig their comics, man. Yo, I'm West, by the way, man.
Derek.
Hey, you ever read, Captain Vigilant, Derek?
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, I got the whole run from the 80s. Tight.
Yeah, they just don't make books like they used to, huh? What was that?
Probably nothing.
It's locked.
Why'd you have to come here? I mean, this really isn't a good time for you people to be here.
People are gonna die, Derek.
No, I'm gonna save people's lives. Don't you understand that?
Hey, I read comic books. I understand. I've been there.
You haven't been where I've been. I'm a freak. I can move things with my mind.
You're telekinetic.
I've always been treated as an outcast. People have been picking on me my entire life.
So you escape by reading comic books, man. I know. I used to do the same thing when
It's not an escape. It's my life. See, I used to think, why was I born different? Comic books gave me the answer to that question. I was a superhero.
And you needed a model, so you picked Captain Vigilant. Man.
Come on. Get out of here.
You got all the classic superpowers. Flight, super strength, invulnerability.
Not to mention the fact that he was picked on when he was a little kid, too.
And his powers weren't that much different than mine. I mean, using mine, I could mimic his.
Yeah, but see, what I don't understand, Derek, is how come you don't use your powers to fight real crime?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to find a crime in this city? Or a disaster about to happen? I'd spend all day looking. I don't have enough power to...
What about Walter? Huh? That was your accomplice, right? What's up with that?
Actors? They'll do anything for money.
So you killed him?
No, I was controlling my public image. To be a hero, you gotta be known as one first, and everyone's gonna know who I am after this next rescue. My secret identity will die in the building, and all that'll be left is Captain Vigilant, a superhero.
Yeah, man, but superheroes don't blow up buildings. Villains do, and that's exactly what you're turning yourself into.
That's it?
That's all you got? Oh, yo, that's weak, B. Aquaman could have done better than that, B. Just... Come on! Come on, Derek! That's all you got? You're supposed to be a superhero, man.
Shut up.
Of course, you couldn't even save a cat from a tree without dropping that.
Shut up! Shut up!
What's up? Huh? You shaking, huh? You can't even hold me up anymore. Fake ass mutant. You a disgrace. You're not a superhero. You a punk. Why you let me down? I'm gonna get all up in you. Straight punk. You ain't got nothing left, do you? All superpowers have limits.
Not working.
Where is it? Huh? The bomb! Where is it?
It's over there. It's right in the...
Oh, yeah, baby, that's the bomb. All right, look. At this point, it's all about the red wire or the blue wire.
Oh, Wes.
Hey, hold on. No, Wes, hey, if I don't concentrate, I'm gonna clip the wrong wire and then we're all dead, okay?
Yeah, all right. Come on, look. See, it's not 2 seconds. It's 1 hour and 2 seconds. It's an hour.
Oh!
Yeah. Put the toys down.
Oh, no. We should get the bomb squad up in here then.
Good idea. All right.
From the producer of The X-Files and 24, Strange World, a Sci-Fi original series. Friday at 8 on Sci-Fi.
Cling Clip-On from Lysol. Fact, toilets need constant freshening. That's as plain as the nose on your face. Fact, Cling Clip-On toilet bowl cleaner and deodorizer helps keep your bowl clean and fragrant with each flush. Cling Clip-On from the Lysol brand, the toilet cleaner expert.
Take off all the pretty things you wear and put on the silkiest thing of all. Caress Moisturizing Body Wash. Its lush lather soften.
After another week in the hundreds, you can still fry an egg on the sidewalk here in the city. Despite no end in sight for these record temperatures, New Yorkers remain hopeful.
Nice picture.
Man, I don't see why I had to wear that stupid costume.
Sells newspapers, kid, trust me.
I think it looks good.
All in all, some nice muckraking. Enjoy your afternoon off because starting tomorrow, we work nights.
You ready to get out of here?
Yep, give me 1 sec.
What's this?
Those are comics, man. Yeah, they don't mean the same thing to me like they used to. And my parents kept bugging me, so I'm sending them some kid in Atlanta.
Wow, you gonna give them away?
Give them away. Man, I got them up on eBay. I already cleared 4 Gs this week.
Oh, come on, Abdul. Stop sweating me. I've sweat more than any woman should in 2 days. Look, don't worry about your cab, okay? Our insurance is gonna cover it. Man, I need a drink. How about it, boys?
Yeah, drink sounds good to me. And Kristen's on assignment right now, so I'm free.
Hey, you know, I'm free too. You know, I tell you what, I'll treat, courtesy of X-Men issue 75 to 140.
Hey, you know what? After all of this, I have to admit, you were right about one thing.
What? What about?
About heroes. Maybe they aren't superpowered men in tights. There are heroes.
Bingo.
Next on Sci-Fi, The Chronicle.
Last time Aaron Roberts saw his parents alive, they were boarding this very ship.
One of the most baffling and mysterious cases in the history of the Bermuda Triangle.
Lance Henriksen and Judd Nelson. A sci-fi original movie, Lost Voyage. Saturday at 9 on Sci-Fi.